Welcome back, Honestman, Fallout 4, first playthrough, Nuka World. I'm here with Longfellow, but not for long, once again, because I don't know where he is. He's going to want to talk to me. I got the message just before. I picked him up, drank like a rum or something. There he is. Come on, old man. He's totally in love with me now. So we're going to have a chat here. And then I'm never talking to him again. But that does it for companions. Then I go get dog meat. Live in the dream. Although there's probably going to be a companion here. I'm going to swap out dog meat right away, but we'll see.
Say, Cap, can we talk for a minute?
All right, let's talk.
I appreciate it, Captain. At my age, any chance to make a new friend is, well, it ain't something I'd expect to happen much, but I'm glad it did. There's more to it than that, though. Long time ago, when I was a young man, I had a sweetheart. Hannah was her name. And we planned to get married, raise a family and all that. Well, we had a place out in the fog we used to meet so we could be alone. Damn children of Adam jumped us. They took her and left me for dead. Took 2 months to recover from my injuries. By then, it was too late. They'd warped her mind and turned her into their ways. It was only later I learned she was carrying our child. Of course, the baby didn't stand a chance with all that radiation. Adam's will, she called it. Anyway, she died a few years later. Trappers got her. Or so them lunatics said. I guess that was Adam's will, too.
I didn't know. I'm so sorry, Longfellow.
Yeah, well, we all got our scars, right? Truth is, what happened to Hannah was her choice, and so be it. But I never got to be a father, and that's what I regret. If I had a son or daughter, well, I'd have someone to pass on all my learning to. But you're the first person I've met that's worth teaching what I've got to teach. I ain't good with telling people that I'm grateful, but you've given this old hunter a sense of purpose and a reason for living. That's something I ain't had for a long time.
Thanks, Longfellow. It means a lot to me that you think so.
Well, that was all I had to say. I appreciate you hearing me out.
Hunter's Wisdom. Damage resistance and energy resistance of animals and sea creatures is reduced by 25%. I mean, I guess that's okay. I don't know if death claws count as animals per se. I'm not sure if that actually tracks. I don't think super mutants are animals either. I don't think that would make sense. So this doesn't really seem very good to me. Like if I had it before Far Harbor, I'd rank it higher. This doesn't seem great. This doesn't really seem worth going out of the way for. And similarly, I guess his little speech there, that would have carried a lot more weight if he actually did pass on any of his, quote, learning. Right? Dude has barely said 2 words. So yeah, it kind of falls a little flat for me. It seems like a missed opportunity. He's definitely the quietest companion, so there's that. But yeah. All right, those are my thoughts on Longfellow, I guess. So now I'm gonna go a hard cut, and we're gonna come back with dog meat. Okay, so change of plan. I actually just sent Longfellow back to his cabin instead. and did not think it would be worth traveling all the way for dog meat.
Word is, super mutants just hit the place. They're still trying to rebuild. Should be easy pickings.
If there's anything left. How good is this source of yours?
It's good, Shank. I don't bring you bullshit.
And I'd like to keep it that way. Here, earn this. Anything else you find out?
Shank, you'll be the first to know. As long as you keep your eyes on the merchandise and off of me, I'm happy to do business.
What have you got?
It changes every day, to be honest. But I try to keep a good mix of weapons, supplies, and trinkets. It's a decent bet I've got something you want.
Let's see what you have.
A knife. That's pretty good, actually, as far as knives go.
Huh. So you're the new Overboss. I expect you and I are gonna have a lot to discuss in the future. Coulter sure left you a mess, didn't he?
Well, hello there, young fella. Welcome to Nuka World. I'm Mira, your friendly Nuka World informational robotic assistant. Is this your first visit to Nuka World?
Appreciation. We make sure you've got enough to eat and drink. We provide security. Without us, you'd be food for the bloodworms. You can either do your job and earn your keep, or we can throw your ass outside the park. Or maybe you think you're better off out there, alone and unarmed. No! No, I'll get back to work. That's better. Pack and disciples. Bunch of amateurs playing dress up. Oh, hi there. Got 4 good hours of sleep last night.
She's got a collar. I'm betting that's like a bomb collar.
Collar, it's because you asked for it. Ain't no one's a slave that don't want to be.
Hey there.
You a sheep or a wolf? Because the pack only runs with wolves.
I'm gonna kill everyone in here.
Well, hello there,
All right,
young
Mira.
fella.
Anything interesting to say?
Nuka World. I'm Mira, your friend.
As a matter of fact, it is.
Well, that's terrific. We're so happy to welcome you to Nuka World. Now, before you set off on your grand Nuka adventure, let me tell you about error, system malfunction.
Are you finished wasting my time, you filthy low-life scabber? Cause I'm getting bored, and when I get bored, I get violent.
Yeah. I'll just leave you to it then.
Then start walking, you pathetic waste of flesh, before I lose my patience, and these raiders end up feeding what's left of you to the bloodworms.
System restored. Oops, sorry about that little glitch. Data logs indicate unauthorized tampering with my personality subroutines. Please contact a Nuka World maintenance technician as soon as possible.
What happened? Who was tampering with you?
I wish I could say. The personnel involved do not match visual records of any known Nuka World employees. Fortunately, my audio receptors recorded the entire event, and I submitted a holotape per standard security procedures. Now don't you worry, even despite that unfortunate incident, I'm still operating at well over 61% normal capacity. As I was about to say, I have a little tip to help you make the most of your exciting Nuka World adventure. Be sure to collect park medallions as you enjoy our amazing rides and attractions. There's a special reward if you collect a full set. If you have any questions about Nuka World, I'd be delighted to answer them. And remember, any time is the right time to enjoy a cold, refreshing Nuka Cola.
Tell me more about these park medallions.
I'd be delighted to. Spread throughout the park are several machines that will give you a special park medallion. Once you've got a complete set, just bring them back to me for a special reward.
Where can I find these dispensing machines?
I'll give you a hint. You'll want to visit some of our most popular rides and attractions to find them. What else would you like to know?
What if I want a place to relax or get a bite to eat? Where should I go?
Why, you're already here. Nuka Town, USA is a great place to unwind and enjoy a delicious meal. If you're searching for a tasty treat your kids will love, take the whole family to Cappy's Cafe. Looking for a romantic night out? Enjoy dinner and a show at the parlor. Want a commanding view while you enjoy a world-class dining experience? Head on up to the Fizz Top Grill on Fizz Top Mountain. If you're up for a challenge, test your skills at the Nuka Cave, or take a wild ride in one of our cola cars. What else would you like to know?
Tell me about the different areas of the park.
With pleasure. Set a course for the stars in the galactic zone and see the amazing future of mankind's journey into space. Explore Starport Nuka and blast into adventure aboard the Nuka Galaxy roller coaster. Travel back in time to Dry Rock Gulch, where you can walk the dusty streets of a frontier town. See history come to life in our authentic reenactments of cowboys and gunslingers as they tame the Wild West. Witness the wonder of nature in Safari Adventure, home to an amazing collection of exotic animals from all over the world. Challenge the hedgeman
Jesus,
and
it keeps
climb
going.
the towering treehouse, where you'll enjoy a commanding view of our magnificent menagerie. Be sure to visit Kitty Kingdom, a magical realm where fantasy meets fun for the whole family. Your younger types will love to go for a spin on
Okay.
the giant Ferris wheel, and be sure to take a tour of King Cola's castle. Finally, in celebration of its worldwide debut, we've revamped the World of Refreshment ride to feature a river of Nuka Cola Quantum. What else would you like to know?
No questions for now.
In that case, thanks for error. System malfunction.
You're still here? Get the hell out of my face, you miserable, dung-sniffing dirt scratcher!
System restored. Have a great day.
Okay, so I checked out the Cola Cars area once again, hoping to find the bodies of all the guys that I shot, but the place was wiped clean, so it must have been I did a little too much travel in between or something.
Hey there.
Understanding the operators ain't hard. We know how to live. The other gangs? Dying is more their strong suit.
You're really annoying shooting that gun.
So let me get this straight. Some scaver makes it through the gauntlet, takes out the boss, and now we're all supposed to follow him? How does that work? He ain't even a raider.
All I know is, Gage was in the mountain the other day and he had a real long talk with Nisha. In private.
Gage? How the hell with that guy? What's he ever done around here?
Hey, I'm just telling you what I saw. You want to know more about what's going on? Then maybe you should ask Mason.
What do I look like? An idiot?
Sure, we carry guns, but knives are where it's at. It's not fun unless you're up close and personal.
If you ain't standing out, you ain't worth looking at.
Okay, there's too many places here.
Man, I've been getting the shakes bad. Haven't slept in days.
You've been hitting the jet pretty hard. Get some of that new Colmex stuff that Maddox cooked up. It'll set you right.
Hell no. This is the best buzz I ever had.
All right, I'm gonna go find this Gage guy at the thing.
You haven't seen anything that's, out of the ordinary around here, have you? Maybe something hidden, shaped like a bottle cap.
I thought we told you to keep your ass at the market. If you're looking for something, you can find it there, like everyone else.
I'm not here for the market. I didn't travel hundreds of miles to go shopping.
I don't suppose you came here for a bullet in the brain either. So if you want to live, I suggest you stay where you belong.
Oh, you guys are real friendly, aren't you?
Nisha really only has one rule around here. Don't get caught.
Nuka World! I've always dreamed of coming here, and now I finally made it. This place is amazing, don't you think?
So this gal is from Fallout 3. She was big into Nuka Cola. Still is, obviously. I think her hair is different. But the name is a match, I believe.
How is this place amazing?
How? Just look around. Don't you see it? You can just imagine the children smiling and happy, all drinking Nuka Cola and having the time of their lives. It must have been magical. The name's Sierra Petrovita. I traveled all the way from the capital wasteland to visit this place. Maybe you've heard about my Nuka Cola museum?
I have, actually.
Yeah, the Nuka Cola Museum. Everyone's heard of that.
Really? That's great! I'm so glad word is catching on. Maybe I'll get more visitors soon. You just made my day! Here, let me return the favor. It's not really cold anymore, but I'm sure it still tastes great. Well, I'd stay and chat some more, but I've gotta get back to my search.
What are you searching for?
I don't really want to say. It's nothing personal. I just don't know you well enough to trust you. Sorry.
I can help you.
I'll keep your secret. You can trust me.
Well... Okay. To be honest, I'm so excited I can barely keep it in. It'll be a relief to finally tell someone. I guess you could think of me as the world's biggest Nuka Cola fan. I've been obsessed with this stuff since the first time I tasted it. I collect all the merchandise I can find. Like these awesome Cappy glasses I'm wearing. But these aren't just ordinary sunglasses. They were part of a really cool contest that started just before the war. And the winner of the contest would get to meet the famous John Caleb Bradburton himself.
Who was John Caleb Bradburton?
Sorry, I tend to forget most people aren't as interested in the history of Nuka Cola as I am. He was an inventor, and the best thing he ever invented was, you guessed it, Nuka Cola. So, to win the contest, you had to find 10 images of Cappy, the Nuka Cola mascot, hidden throughout the park. Each image has part of a code or something, and only these special glasses can reveal it. Now I know what you're thinking. Bradburton's long gone. Who cares about the contest anymore? Well, I'm betting that somewhere in his office is the original Nuka Cola formula. That formula was one of the great mysteries of the soft drink world, and it would be the crown jewel of my collection. If you can help me get it, I promise it'll be worth your while.
Sure, why not? Might learn more about the park while I'm at it.
Good point. You're new here after all. You should learn everything you can. I'll give you my Cappy glasses and this old contest holotape. It's got hints about where to find the hidden Cappies. Just track down the clues, and then come back to me once you've found them all. I'm an expert in all things Nuka Cola, so I'm sure I'll be able to decipher it. Happy hunting!
Hey, Sierra.
Happy hunting!
Yeah, she's got the crazy eyes. Alright, it's not radioactive.
Getting close to something good. I can feel it. Never did get why Coulter brought in 3 gangs to claim Nuka World. I mean, he had us. Don't need the rest.
Okay, so this definitely seems like a place you could set up shop, a bed, power armor station, some crafting, weapons. What is this, armor? Yeah. Everything you need. Coulter's terminal. So this is Coulter's place, got it. If you ain't Coulter, you're dead. This terminal is for all of Coulter's important personal overboss stuff. To-do list. Shake down traders, make fun of Mason, check on power armor, count caps. Messages from Gage. Terminal's all set up. We've done real good. Got further than I thought we would, to be honest. Need to move. Hey boss, I've had visits from 2 of the gangs in the last day. They're not happy. Wondering why it's been 3 weeks and we ain't made moves on the rest of the parks. I gave them some small jobs to do, should keep them busy for a while, but we really need to get a plan together. Set up a to-do list on your terminal, like you asked for. Still not sure why you need it. Shit around here is real simple. We gotta talk. 3 months and no progress. This don't look good for you or for me. They're scared of you still, like they should be, so you ain't hearing the talk. But I'm telling you, the gangs want some action. You need to stop screwing around and sit down with me. Deleted. Next step. I'm glad we had a chance to talk. I was able to smooth things over with the gangs and let them know you've got a plan. Now you just got to make sure you tell everyone. Hold a big meeting. Pull everyone in that ain't on guard duty. Show off. These guys are suckers for that shit. Gauntlet. Coulter, man, what the hell? I can't even find you. Where the hell have you been? What's this gauntlet thing the disciples are working on? I don't care how excited they are. This wasn't the plan. We didn't spend half a goddamn year here just to waste our time on this shit. I can't keep covering for your ass. The gangs are already bored of this gauntlet of yours. New business ain't coming in, and we're not doing shit to expand. Guys can't even set a foot in most of the parks without getting killed. And no one can get a word in with you because you're always tinkering with your goddamn power armor. The gangs have all been demanding to see you. I finally got them all to agree to a meeting, which I will have to hold because your ass isn't around. All good. Hey boss, worked things out with the gangs. It'll be just fine. Nisha says they've improved the gauntlet again. Sounds like it should be real interesting. Hope we get a real good show out of it. Have fun, boss. So yeah, not much of a boss. And they said can't step foot in the other parks without being killed. I have to wonder being killed by who or what. I can grab this stuff some other time. We gotta talk to our guy. I was gonna say, where's the marker?
Welcome home, boss. The digs are yours now. I hope you like the look. Coulter had some peculiar tastes. But this view is something, huh? Everything you see here is under your control, now that you're in charge.
I still don't get it. Why put me in charge?
You may have noticed that our former overboss, Coulter, was a fucking asshole. And that's me being nice. Ended up being poisoned for this whole operation. The way I see it, surviving the gauntlet means you've got what it takes. Or at least the potential. For a good while now, we've needed someone who can get shit done, make real progress.
If I'm really running the show now, let's get to work.
Now that right there is just the kind of attitude I was hoping for. Look, I'll be honest with you. This operation needs someone to step in and take the reins. Sure as hell ain't gonna be me. Leading outright ain't my style. And there's already some blaming me for supporting Coulter all this time. My talents are best put to use helping a new overboss get all this shit under control. You get me?
What sort of talents would you say you have, Gage?
Aside from being a good shot and having a foul mouth, I've run with gangs nearly my whole life. I know how raiders think, what they're after, and how to use that to your advantage. Trust me, I'm in this just as much as you are. This shit needs to work out.
I hear you, Gage.
Good. I know I'm throwing a lot at you all
He
at
keeps
once.
saying that.
Let's take a step back and talk big picture, okay? Nuka World. Shit. This was the dream. Huge. Built like a goddamn fortress. You run this, world is yours. We had a good head start on it. A lot of work went into getting the disciples, the operators, and the pack to work together. But we got here. About a year ago, we push in through the front gate. Take over Nuka Town. Get these traitors under our thumb. And then, well, Coulter got lazy. He was content to sit on his ass. Never bothered putting in the effort to finish taking over the park. The gangs got restless and started pissing each other off. It is a real mess.
Wait, what kind of mess am I walking into here?
It was little shit at first. Heated tempers, arguments, the occasional shooting. Got worse over time, though. Gangs started staking out as much territory as they could. All being on top of each other like this. Started looking for excuses to turn on each other. If something ain't done soon to settle things down, it's gonna reach a point there ain't no coming back from.
I can fix this. I can make this work.
Yeah? Man, I sure hope so. Ain't gonna lie. I've heard about you. Part of that railroad, ain't you? I don't give a damn about their little crusade, but guess I know you got some fight in you. Look, I know these gangs. Been working with them or against them for years now. I'll help you, okay? Walk you through everything. First thing you gotta do is get the gangs behind you. Without them supporting you, you're not getting shit done. You don't have to trust them. Hell, you don't even have to like them. But you need them to respect you enough to follow you.
Have any advice for how I should go about it?
Yeah, all right. The disciples like violence. The bloodier, the better. Tell them they'll get plenty of it. The operators are in it mostly for the money. They get promised caps, they'll listen to you. The pack, hell, I don't know. They follow whoever they think is the strongest. Show some teeth, I guess.
I don't need them. I get by just fine on my own.
Oh my God, shut up with this. I'm telling you, you need their help. Look, technically, you're already the new Overboss, right? That's like half the work done right there. Just meet the leaders. Talk with them. Flex your muscles a little. Show them you mean business.
What happens after they're on my side?
Then, we get started on taking over the rest of Nuka World. But, one step at a time. You in?
Okay, let's do this.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. You just need to show them you're the right man for the job. I'll be here if you need me. You are the Overboss after all. Just don't screw this up.
Okay, meet the bosses.
Watch yourself, boss, because we sure will be.
Come on, girl. You know we should run this place. Not some little greenie Gage dragged in.
We're giving him a second chance. Gage screws this up, he knows we'll skin him alive. So shut up and be patient.
What about you, big guy? Nothing to say on the matter?
As long as he doesn't get in our way. Don't much care.
Yeah, figured as much.
Both of you just get out of here. And make sure the others get the message.
The new OB, huh? I reckon you're here to talk to Nisha. She's in charge.
Don't look like much to me. You want to talk? Talk to Nisha.
I will kill you.
Hey there.
So, you're Gage's little pet project.
Last I checked, I'm the Overboss.
You survived the gauntlet. You killed Coulter, with Gage's help, of course.
Didn't need
So
it.
sure, you're the Overboss. But that title hasn't meant anything for a long time now. If Gage thinks that'll change overnight, he's dead wrong. Everyone knows we all wanted Coulter dead. Of course, if I had my way, it would have been a slow, painful process. But whatever. Let's get this meet and greet over with. I'm Nisha. I lead the Disciples. We've only got one rule around here, and that's keeping the peace of this alliance. Otherwise, the way we see it, this world stopped caring about rules the moment people started dropping bombs on one another.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid.
What do you mean by keeping the peace?
It means do what you want, but don't get caught. The last thing I need is the operators and Pat breathing down my neck. We can take either of them one-on-one, but I don't like my odds when it comes to double duty. So keep the peace. It's the only rule we need.
Ha, so you need rules.
This world needs rules. Otherwise, we'll never recover.
Rules are dangerous because people start to trust them. They make you think you're safe, but once you turn your back, you're dead. Coulter thought some sort of rule or code made him untouchable. But he found out he was wrong. The hard way. Although I could give him a little credit. He built the gauntlet, after all. Of course, it was total shit at first. No imagination. But we spiced it up a bit.
How many lives has this gauntlet claimed?
Who's counting? It's at least enough to keep the traders busy. We like to send them in to clean out the bodies whenever things get ripe in there. They don't always make it out alive, of course. The gauntlet never sleeps.
Yeah, I think it's dumb.
That thing should be shut down. It's dangerous.
Dangerous? People are dangerous. That thing's child's play. Just a bunch of traps and critters. Let's just hope Gage is right about you. He made a lot of promises to get us here, and never followed through. So you better not screw this up, because I'm not about to tolerate another round of bullshit.
It depends on what you're looking for.
Someone who's not afraid to get blood on their hands and make some real changes around here. You see, the Disciples don't make empty threats. We make good on them. We aren't swayed by caps like those spoiled brats obsessed with their hair, or those savage animals who can't behave in public. Fuck this up, and I will kill you. Although, I admit I have even better plans for Gage. But, if you support us and keep your promises like a good little Overboss, we back you. You get to live, and everybody wins.
Your helmet is stupid, and you are stupid.
I don't make promises, and you'll do what I say.
Looks like you're already a step above Coulter. We'll see how this plays out. For now. But if you change your tune and decide to play nice, there's no shortage of work around here. So, if you're looking to prove you've got what it takes, you know where to find me.
All right, well, give me whatever stupid little quest.
Look who stopped by. Care to lend a hand?
Sure, whatever you need.
Good. I need a sure thing on this. There's a traitor that ripped off one of our outposts. An example must be made. I want you to collar her. Sneak up on her or beat her into submission. Either way, should be able to slap it on her without much fuss.
Who will I be facing?
Some nobody. I'm practically giving you this one.
This doesn't sound fun or interesting.
If I scratch your back, I expect you'll scratch mine.
Why? Hurting for caps? Don't worry. You'll get paid.
Oh, God.
Sign me up.
Good.
In Diamond City. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. That's a little bit of a swerve. Nisha's terminal. Okay. It's not owned. Let's take a look.
There we go.
Watchlist. Reminder to self, there are no warnings here. Anyone who violates the rule or betrays the disciples deserves worse than death. Ruby. Rumors are saying Ruby's stealing from our own. Not sure what pisses me off more, that she's stealing from us or that she got caught. Either way, I don't have any proof besides Paige's claim, and Paige was probably too high on Jet to trust. Going to let this sit for now and see how it goes. Josie. Savoy found the remains of what looks like Josie's handiwork. I have one rule here, people. Why is it so damn hard to follow? When you hide a body, not only do you make sure it's hidden, you make sure it's really dead. Savoy said the pack guy was halfway back to Nuka Town when he found him. No solid proof that it was Josie, besides the fact that she and this guy got into it the other day. Samuel. Samuel seems to forget who's in charge here and likes to question my decisions. He's smart enough not to challenge me directly, and I'm sure he knows if he tried to take me out, Savoy and Dixie would never follow him. He's trouble, though. Reminds me of Sledge, and he's new, so he doesn't know what went down back then. But if he keeps it up, he can learn the hard way, just like Sledge did. Carrie. On watch for a different reason. Carrie has a bit of a conscience. Stopped going on raids. Barely leaves Fizz Top. Something's up with her. She's either realized this isn't the life for her or she's been compromised. And if I find out she's turned traitor, I'm going to enjoy every moment I have tearing her apart. Carrie. Okay, we gotta find Carrie. Reports. Remains of an old abandoned town south of Nuka World called Bradburton. Should be good for supplies. Here we go, map updated. Val said some crazies calling themselves hubologists have taken over the old cafe by the giant fire hydrant. I gotta admit, I'm inclined to leave them be. Fanatics are always destructive in their own ways. They could be good entertainment from a distance. Map updated, there we go. Dixie found an old roadside attraction called the Grandchester Mystery Mansion. She said it looks to be in decent condition, complete with an annoying ticket-taking protectron, so it's worth looking into. She had a few slaves in tow, so didn't investigate further. We'll need to put a team together to check it out at some point. Okay, got a little info. Definitely looking for Carrie around here. I didn't
believe we didn't deal with Coulter ourselves.
Yeah, you know why? It's because you're all talk. And I could kill everyone in here in my suit. Okay, so I feel like I took a pretty good lap around Disciple territory in there. I could not find Katie or anyone interesting to talk to, for that matter.
So far as that he's got that pit boy on his arm.
So, Overboss is a vault dweller.
Or Ice the Vault Dweller.
You can go.
Oh, I'm straight out of the vault, alright. Do you have anything interesting to say? Mags, Black?
You're going to want to talk to Mags.
Yeah, shut up, William. You married? Does everyone have that last name, Black? Is that just the thing?
Hey.
Well, I suppose we all owe you for putting down Coulter.
Man was an idiot. Made us all look bad.
A clown stuck in his own little car. I guess we can take some solace in the fact that someone finally gave him what he deserved. I want to know, what did you feel as you did it? When you brought that walking pile of human garbage to his knees?
I mean, it was pretty easy. It was literally 2 shots. I think it could have been 1 if I had taken some psycho and did a crit, Maybe I did do a crit. I'm not sure, but it was super easy.
What were you discussing when I walked in?
Well, you, Overboss. You're an unknown quantity, and we're interested in knowing who we're dealing with.
So we'd like if you answered the question.
Yes. What went through you as you crushed the life out of that oaf?
Yeah.
Bored? Kind of like this conversation, now that you mention it.
Hey, you don't get to talk to Max that way.
It's all right, William.
I will murder all of you.
Gage's decree means that you're the new Overboss. I suppose we can only hope you work out better than the last one. I'm Max. This is my brother, William.
Oh, brother, sister.
Along with our co-conspirator, Lizzie, we run this crew. Call ourselves the Operators. You'll come to understand soon enough that we are the only gang you should be backing around here. Because we're the only ones who see this place for what it is. A temple. A testament to the only thing that matters in this world.
Making money?
Exactly. Caps. This place was built for the sole purpose of taking caps out of the pockets of fools. We only joined Gage and Coulter's little menagerie in order to restore it to that goal, though by somewhat more cutthroat methods than I expect its founders intended.
Instead, Coulter had us sitting on our asses for the better part of a year while he lived large in his damn mountaintop.
And that means, if you're going to be in charge around here, we'd like some assurances that you intend to bring this place back to its true purpose. And that we're going to get back to robbing folks of their fucking money.
Why? Why does it have to be robbing? Right? Why can't you just...
And you want to explain to me why exactly I should be backing the Operators?
Because we dispense with the bullshit. My people aren't commanded by lunatic bloodlust or animal instincts. We are the only rational players around here, and would make valuable allies, so long as we know you intend to get this place back to bringing in caps.
So we want to know what your plan is.
My goal is to use this place to make all the money I can.
Well, it's about damn time.
I look forward to seeing your claims put into action. So, you're welcome in the parlor whenever you like. Make yourself at home. And if you think you might be interested in running some jobs for us, you just come speak to me. And we'll all be anxiously awaiting getting this place back to doing what it does best.
Mags always saw the potential in this place, and she doesn't steer us wrong.
We'd all consider putting a bullet in Coulter's back at some point. Suppose you just beat us to it.
Hey, William.
Any operator gets caught breaking the peace, I'll punish them myself, boss. Can't let them think it's all right getting caught.
People who do their job well should get to live well. And no gang does their job better than us.
Yeah, so William and
If
Mags...
you ask you to volunteer for one for tests, don't.
I need you to zip it. I'm trying to have a conversation with Mags here. So, like, you're brother and sister, right? But is this like...
Hey, Mags.
You here to work? I've got something I think you might be able to handle.
Is this like in Game of Thrones, brother and sister? Is there like, you know, like what's going on here?
What's happening?
The pack have managed to make themselves more irritating than usual. We've turned up information on one of their dealers. I'd like this person put out of business. You'd be the one taking care of them.
Who are we talking about here?
Someone who's earned it. I wouldn't worry yourself much beyond that.
I expect you to make it worth my while.
When it's all said and done, there will be caps.
My kind of work.
Was hoping that's what you'd say. Watch yourself out there.
In the third rail.
Operators got no tolerance for dead weight. Those who can't cut it, they're gone.
Okay, I'm gonna take a quick Ooh, master lock.
Got it.
Too easy. Okay, is there anything interesting in here? Pack automatic rifle. Meg's terminal. Okay.
I'm through.
Major players. Nisha, taken by raiders at a young age, believes deeply in the power of violence. It makes her dangerous adversary. That said, she has a penchant for justice among her own. Stole gang from previous leader by gaining their respect, rather than through graft or deception. Irritatingly hard to exploit people like that. Ultimately acts as a stabilizing agent among the disciples. Means Nisha's place in their hierarchy should not be tampered with. Dull but the right move. Any other disciple in that role would likely lead to utter havoc. Dixie springs to mind. Dixie, true psychopath. Suspect she's responsible for the death of at least 3 operators since our arrival, very likely more. Takes and treasures souvenirs from her victims. Someone meddling with her toys might be able to get her to do something rash, should the need arise. Interesting. Granted her current position by Nisha probably to support the girl's vanity, much less likely to turn on her boss if she thinks she's respected. Thanks to that, she does seem to honor Nisha's authority. Doesn't appear to have plans to claim leadership for herself. Best for all of us, it stays that way. Savoy, Nisha's enforcer. Had one of our girls attempt to seduce him, see if we might be able to sway him as a contact, but to no avail. Had one of our boys try too, similar results. Suspect he's probably working for/with the only person he has eyes for. Would explain the loyalty. Okay. Mason, the pack. Current pack alpha displaced his 2 predecessors by tarring and feathering them, sending them out into the wastes. Pack law states members can only shame one another, never kill. Wow, that's weird. Both former alphas were never heard from again after being given the boot. Acquiring proof of their deaths could be useful leverage. We'll send out a search party, see what they can turn up. Otherwise, man's more nuisance than threat, like the rest of the pack. Gage, unaffiliated. One half of the alleged, quote, masterminds behind the Nuka World plan. Clearly as much of a rube as the rest of us. It does seem like he honestly believed in Coulter. Now, though, just seems worried he's going to share Coulter's fate if things don't get back on track. He's not wrong. Undoubtedly moved on this new Overboss to protect his own neck. However, man genuinely does appear to believe that Nuka World can be used to make us all rich. So it does have some value. And then Coulter, idiot. No one's problem anymore. Mags, it's your mother.
Maggie, it's your mother. I want you to know your father and we take no pleasure in this decision. But at this point, we don't have a choice. You and Bill have dragged the black name through the muck for the last time. What they say you two and that Wyatt girl did to those classmates of yours. True or not, defending you both again and again. It's gotten to the point we can barely do business in this town anymore. You two have cost us so much. And are you repentant? Are you sorry? Of course not. Well, we are through defending you. You're going to accept the exile the town demands. You're going to leave Diamond City for good. And you will never, ever see another cap from your father or I again. You had every chance in the world to make this right, Maggie. Well, we are done giving you chances.
Okay, Evelyn Black, possibly in Diamond City. That name doesn't ring a bell.
much for your tape. It kept William, Lizzie, and I very entertained during our time in the holding cell. We found the part about refusing us our inheritance particularly amusing. Because that money is ours. Years we spent under your thumb, trying to be the perfect little dolls you always wanted. Both have the scars to prove it. So if you think we didn't earn every cap that's due to us, then you're even dumber than I thought. We're coming for those caps, and there's nothing you can do to stop us.
Okay, Lizzie. So she's also... No, she's different. She's an acquaintance. Wyeth.
Nice.
Persuasion formula test notes. First go of the formula was a flop. The subject William supplied me with turns out to be a jethead. Pretty sure that's what caused the reaction to the formula he suffered. Just hope I don't risk my neck sneaking into the far reaches of the galactic zone for nothing. What? God, 10 different tests. Alright, I'm really getting bored. Is Lizzie around? I'd like to talk to her, perhaps.
So this will be test 8 of the persuasion formula. Our subject here... What'd you say your name was again?
Fuck you, Lizzie. When my crew finds out about this, they're gonna wear your skin.
Okay, we're just gonna call you 8. 8, would you please stop talking? Go to hell. As you can see, 8 is currently not receptive to my suggestions. Now, deploying the formula.
What? What the... Hey!
Hey yourself. 8, how do you feel right now? Fine. Good, I guess. Excellent. Now, 8, I'm going to untie your arm. Okay. Now, 8, I want you to hit yourself. Hit myself? Please. Again, please. Harder this time.
Oh, there she is.
That's perfect. Thank you, 8. You can stop now. Thank you.
Lizzie.
You're welcome.
Are you an idiot?
8,
Did you really think that shit would work?
Now, if you
I'm gonna eat your...
8. Thank you, William.
What are you...
I'm going to need a minute before you bring in number 9.
Hey, Lizzie.
Would kill for an actual lab, though it hasn't helped yet.
Stop pounding. Talk to me. Nothing?
Hey, Lizzie.
Walking around this place at night, even without the bodies, it's hard to believe they ever let children in here.
Okay. I think I do have a level up I've been sitting on for a while now. Let's go ahead and do that. I don't think I ever found the agility bauble, so I'm just going to stop at 9. Where else do we have to invest? More Sandman, more crit stuff. I mean, +5 hit and damage in VATS. Sure. Let's do that. Awareness 2. That looks like a ghoul dog.
Ain't no one sad about Coulter. Just don't screw this up.
Yes?
Oh, they got one of those gorillas. Great.
No? Right. Right up.
Do you need help finding your place here?
No? No! I can handle it.
There's plenty of collars and... Easy, Kiki. Now that I get a closer look at you, not sure I'm buying this new Overboss thing.
That is so noisy.
You gonna be a problem I need to solve?
Slow down there, boss man. We're just getting to know each other. Name's Mason. The Pack's Alpha. This here's our side of town. You might be Overboss, for now. But I'm the boss of the Pack. And it's gonna stay that way. Long as you don't go forgetting that, we're gonna be fine.
Your people aren't gonna cause me any problems, are they?
The Pack does what I tell them. You don't get in my way, they won't get in yours.
I'm not here to make us friends. I'm here to make us some caps.
I think we can all respect Caps, if not each other. Look, it ain't like anyone's broke up about Coulter. Just figured on his replacement being, well, different. But Gage says you're the boss now, so you're the boss.
You don't want to be Overboss?
If I thought the other gangs would go along, yeah, I'd run this place in a heartbeat. Might have to, if you turn out to be a turd. At least it ain't Max Black, and that freak Nisha. Besides, you can't possibly be worse than Coulter.
Coulter was weak. Why'd you follow him at all?
Been wondering that ourselves. Don't get me wrong, Coulter was definitely Overboss. Not a man to mess with. And things were good in the beginning. Really good. But that was a year ago. Then Coulter went soft. Wanted to take stock in what we achieved.
So what is it you want?
Caps, action, something. Anything that's more than the sitting around we've been doing for the last year.
I'm listening.
Sure, this place beats living in the shitholes we had out there. But it ain't the palace of Caps we signed up for. Ain't none of us happy, not even the disciples. And they're normally a chip a bunch so long as they're drenched in blood. Things were going to hell fast, but Gage put the brakes on that. Got us together and promised he'd find someone to deal with Coulter.
So what's the real story behind Gage and Coulter?
Hey, I only know what I've heard. Story is that Gage talked Coulter into becoming Overboss. And he got you in here, didn't he? Maybe he likes people owing him. Maybe it lets him get things done without getting dirt on his hands. After Coulter went soft, Gage got us behind closed doors and promised he'd get someone to off Coulter. And you did just that. Might have been the whole point of the gauntlet all along.
You can trust me. I'll be a good leader.
No offense, but you just got here. We'll see what you can do. Look, let's cut to the chase. You gonna do right by the Pack? I hear you've been talking to the other gangs.
Yeah.
Be a good dog and do what you're told. Or you'll be put down.
Oh there, boss. Nothing from my guys, all right? You got enough to worry about without a dominant struggle inside the Pack to deal with. You know what? I think we're not so different, me and you. I want you to have this. Consider it a token of our mutual understanding and respect.
That's a pretty good perk. That's a very unusual ammo.
One last thing before I let you go. There's always work to do around here, keeping the zoo in order. If you're ever able to lend a hand, drop by. Loyalty's a two-way street.
This is so annoying. Like, are these guys never gonna die? Yeah, apparently they're marked indestructible or something. God.
The key to sitting on top is following the rules when you have to, and breaking them when you can get away with it.
All right, dummy.
Hey, Mason.
I could use you if, you wait.
Your wish is my command.
No kidding. All right then. Got someone who needs to be put in their place. By which I mean, put in the ground.
Who am I up against?
Just some raider shit stains.
All right.
I hope you're not under the impression I do this for nothing.
The rules of the pack. You help chase down the prey, you share in the spoils. So yeah, you'll get some.
Think I'm gonna enjoy that.
Yeah, I thought you might like that.
Kill Raider Scaver in Backstreet Apparel. Backstreet Apparel. Backstreet's back. This place is so annoying with this stupid fight in the middle. Yeah, I'm getting out of here. Okay, so I went around and talked to the schlubs, so now I'm back here to talk to Gage.
Overboss returns. Yeah, you're back in one piece. That's a good sign. Everything all peachy with our friendly neighborhood psychopaths. Sure hope you didn't promise them too much. I mean, going a little over the top is part of the game, but you don't want them holding it against you if you can't deliver.
So, what comes next, Gage?
Next, the fun stuff. Time to roll up your sleeves, boss. There's work to be done. This place is huge, divided up into sections, parks, whatever the hell they called them back in the day. We need to take them all back, one at a time. Every section we secure gives us a little more breathing room and more resources. You stake a claim, plant a little flag for one of the gangs, and that settles it. It's theirs for good. Who gets what, that'll be your call. Whoever you hand it off to will appreciate it, but the others might get a little jealous. You know how it goes.
Plant a flag? Are you serious?
Dead serious. Look, you leave it up to anyone else, the gangs will all just fight over who deserves the space. A lot of these idiots can't read, so it needs to be as plain as day for them to get on board. They know what to watch for. So that's it. Nice and simple, right? Take a minute. Settle in if you want. And then let's get to it. And hey, we're in this together, so I might as well go all in. You want me watching your back? You just say the word.
Why? What's in it for you?
For the love of... Ain't you been listening? I'm the one that sold this whole idea to the gangs. Shit goes south, it ain't just your head they're gonna want on a stick. I like my head where it is, so if I can do anything to help keep it there, I'm gonna. So, what's it gonna be? We doing this together or not?
Tag along if you want. You might learn a thing or two.
Oh, now this I gotta see.
Okay, so called it. He is a companion. Okay, deja vu all over again. We are back at Backstreet Apparel, this time with Gage. We're here to take out a Raider Scaver, whatever that is. I don't remember this. Yeah, this was here before. Thought maybe that little room was new. He's gonna find us, Porter.
What the?
Only a fucking coward hides. Time to reel him in.
Too easy. Okay, yeah, cakewalk. I'm not sure. These guys were so low level. I feel like maybe there's some sort of bug that I've triggered. Because we killed a couple raiders outside as well, and they were level 1s. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. But probably another Bethesda bug. But me and Porter are gonna do a quick sweep and then get out of here. Okay, so we're back at the third rail here to deal with a scavenger here. I believe this is for Mags. So...
Can I help you? Come with me. There's something you need to see.
Okay. Lead the way.
I don't know how far she'll follow me, but I'm trying to be quick about this because I don't want that background song to get tagged. Okay, she followed me outside the third rail. Great. Keep following me. Here we go. Yeah, I didn't want to risk aggroing anyone in town, so...
That business you wanted handled? It's handled.
Suppose I need to give you tougher jobs going forward. Here's your piece of the take. I did have another task set aside. Up for another round.
What you need?
There's a cache of supplies that would do better in our hands than its current owners. I'd like you to take care of it.
More loot to throw on the pile? Sounds good to me.
Who are we talking about here?
Some raiders. Nothing more.
Okay.
If I scratch your back, I expect you'll scratch mine.
We're no charity. Good work will be compensated.
Right up my alley.
Excellent. Best of luck.
Any operator gets caught breaking the peace, I'll punish them myself, boss.
Okay, I think that's going to be a wrap. I'm not sure how this one is going to get edited. I feel like I'm going to be pretty aggressive with the editing because I think there were a lot of boring parts. I'm going to try and cut that out. So yeah, I guess I apologize if there ends up being a lot of hard cuts, but this place is a little boring, to be frank. And like the pack zone, I'm generally going to cut that pretty aggressively from now on. Like, this sound from the pit fighting is just ridiculous. And then just this place in general, all like the random gunfire, like inside the operator's building, somebody firing a gun 20 feet away. That's not fun. That's not a good time. But in any event, the way it's shaping up, I mean, I hate all these people, but I mean, the thing the pack has going for them is, at least so far, they're giving me targets that are like raiders. So that was a good start. It's like, okay, I can get on board with that. The scavenger that the operators had me tag in the third rail, I'm not actually sure how I should feel about that. I feel like that was an innocent. I feel like that was actually a murder. And the collar business that the disciples want me to do, I'm not on board. I'm not on board with what they have going on. So I think my strategy is going to be, hopefully the other two keep going with missions that are halfway reasonable. But to sort of make up for it, I think what the plan is going to be is next time, me and Porter are going to take over, and I don't even know how this works, but we're going to take over Kitty Kingdom and give it to the disciples. I think is the plan. Because if I'm going to be doing quests for the other two factions, then I'll give the disciples a zone here, so they hopefully don't get too pissed at me, and kind of go from there. I honestly don't know the ramifications of these decisions, and I sort of hope that the culmination of this will be to pick one or none of these gangs and kill the others. I'd be pretty happy with that. But we'll see. That, like I said, that's kind of the game plan. I don't really have a stomach for the disciple missions, at least not the first one. So I'm going to give them a little territory to try to balance it out, and we'll kind of play the middle as long as we can. But in any event, that'll do it. Thank you all so much. Please like, subscribe, and me and Porter are going to come back and see you next time.